this whole look, I'm going to be using the new BPerfect Stacey Marie Carnival XLPRO palette. And the first shade that I'm going in with is the Reckless shade, which is a real gorgeous dark purple plummy type of shade. And I'm just taking this towards the outer corner region and taking it like midway through the crease. And I'm just using a Unicorn Cosmetics brush. This is like a dome shaped brush and it has like a wee bit of a like tapered edge to it, so it's really good for getting precision and getting right into the crease and packing colour on. Also, the base I used was my Red or Die base, which is obviously the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 2. The next shade I'm getting with is Funky, which is a beautiful in-your-face vibrant pink shade, and I'm just taking that in the inner corner and blending it towards where the first shade we put down ends so that the two colours blend nicely together. And I can't remember the brush that I use for this, but I do remember that it's an Inglot brush. I just can't remember the code for it. But yeah, this shade is absolutely gorgeous. And I just wanted to do something nice and colourful today because you guys are on my back that I'm no longer doing coloured makeup looks. So here we go. The next shade that I'm taking is once again from the Stacey Marie palette, and it is in the shade Makeup. It's just like a real nice muted, like pinky, like type of shade. It's really nice and it helps blend these two colours out seamlessly together. The brush that I use for this is from Unicorn Cosmetics, and it is the most smallest, tiniest little detail brush ever. It is perfect for getting around the edges of your shadows. It's absolutely amazing for all detailed work. The next step that I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a little bit of my P. Louise base just on like a flat type of fluffy kind of brush, and I'm just patting that all over the inner corner and sort of like halfway through the lid, almost like a non-structured cut crease. And I'm just putting this down as a base first before getting with my shimmer shade, just because when we do put our shimmer shade on top of a damp base, it's going to be a lot more intense and a lot more pigmented. So I'm just blending that out now using my finger and just making sure that it's all like nice and blended out and that it's not like too damp, because if your base is too damp then sometimes like your shadows can cling to it and it's not nice. So I'm taking a flat brush. This is from the P. Louise Makeup Academy once again. And I'm getting the shade Orchard from the palette, which is a beautiful like violet type of shade, but it has like sort of blue reflex in it. I don't know. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm blending that out all over the base that we had just laid down. And then I'm just going to blend out the edge just to make sure everything is all seamless. So I'm now taking the NYX Cosmetics Black Matte Liquid Liner. I absolutely love this and I'm using this for my liner, of course. Now, depending on you and depending on your eye shape, that is totally up to you what size you want to make your liner. So I have quite a big spaced lid, so I can go that wee extra mile and make my liner a little bit more thicker. Next step, going in with the BPerfect Cosmetics Glitter Shadow in the shade Stars, which is absolutely gorgeous. I thought this look was missing something, so then I grabbed this and was like, yes, this is what I need. So this is a nice silver shade. It comes in 3 different shades. They're absolutely gorgeous. There's no mess with them. There's no fallout with them, which is why I prefer to use these over like loose glitters now. So I've just put that down using the applicator and then just taken a little brush just to blend it out. This is what I prefer doing rather than like just going straight in with the applicator and putting too much down, if you get me. My personal preference now, I prefer to use a clear like nice blank canvas in the waterline as opposed to black. I just prefer it. So I'm taking the P. Louise base in the shade Rumor 2 again and just putting that in my waterline. So now I'm going to have the little detailed shader brush and taking the shade Persuasion and Reckless and mixing them both together and just creating a nice fine seamless blend underneath the eyes. Now I don't like taking nothing too mental, but then again next week I'll probably change it up and go back to using black and smoking the life out of my under eye. But yeah, so I done that, and then I'm taking the MAC Cosmetics Nylon Shadow and I'm just using that as my inner corner highlight. For my lips, I'm taking my Red or Die lip pencil, which is the Collection Cosmetics Cappuccino. This is the most beautifulest like nudie, browny, like lip pencil ever. It just glaze on because it's so creamy and it's absolutely stunning. This is this is really nice to wear on its own as an actual lipstick. But I love a nice ombre type of moment on my lips, as you guys know. So I'm just going to put that on my lips, line it out, and then I'm going to go in with a lipstick on top. Now, I was literally blocking the whole thing here, and then I realized. So I'm just lining my lips, and then what I'll do is I'll sort of create like a little bit of definition to the lips, if you get me. So what I'll do is I'll just draw a little line straight down the center of my lips. Then I'll go to the outer corner of my lips and create a couple more lines. Then go in the center again at the bottom, and then doing the exact same on both sides at the bottom as well, and just rub my lips together. And this is just going to create a nice ombre effect, and once you stick your lipstick on, it is absolutely gorgeous. Last but not least, for my lipstick, I have been recently loving the Doll Beauty lipsticks. They're absolutely gorgeous, so creamy and just all glide on like butter. So the shade I used was Golden Girl. They have a lot of different shades to choose from, but this is the one I've been grabbing a lot recently. And then I'm just going to get that lip pencil again and just go around the edges and making sure that this looks as ombre as possible.